So, happy Thursday to you, wherever you are on this planet. So come on in, take a sip, and let's wind down. I have this really amazing, it's a Shiraz Cabernet Sauvignon, and I've been putting this to my nose for some time, and it's completely different than anything I would have from, say, here in the old world. And this is an Australian version. It's from Outback Hill, and it is, we're talking intense, cherry, currant, minerality. It's almost got a bit of a tartness to it, like fruit, but the kind of fruit that would maybe make you salivate even more for more fruit. So, and that tart comes right through. I feel like I just had one of those candies that you're a kid, Sour Patch something or other, the apple or what have you. So that's pretty intense. This is a really good wine. It's fabulous. So if you get a chance to get a hold of this Outback Hill Shiraz Cabernet, the 2023 is a good year. Makes me want a steak, which is unfortunate since I'm having crab cakes tonight. Maybe I'll whip up some escargots. Anyway, so we have a Thursday, May 9th, 2024 grid here by Joe Pietro and edited by Joel Fagliano. So let's hop in and see where it's going to take us today. Let's see where it goes. Thursdays can be really tricky, so, you know. Haven't seen a rebus in a while, though. Okay, then like a mouse. Okay. Removed from the road. Used extreme caution in old Rome. Elderly. Remnants. These may be ends. Because this E is here, I'm thinking there's a D, right? Removed, right? So it's considering my tenses. And that might be dew point. So let's take a look and see what that does for us, if anything. We could maybe, it could be the toad. Dumb could very well be inane. And these letters will work so far on the lineup. Bad news for a ski resort. So like a mouse could be timid. This is definitely a checker because I don't know what else it could be, but bloodroot produces an orange one. Well, I used to mess with that actually in art school. Elderly could be on in years. It just seems kind of cavalier to just throw it in there though, so I kind of feel like I should take a better look here. New York Rangers home. These three letters like that, it's usually Madison Square Garden, if that's where they indeed play. Fire on all cylinders. Splitting hairs. That could definitely very well be. Sorry. Okay, well, I think maybe fire on all cylinders is dumb, like humming right along. Pressed hard. Perhaps this is to urge. Cross state is probably ire. VA concern for short. Sure. Post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. Okay. Apt Greek letter for a University of Pennsylvania fraternity. And I guess we're talking about not psi, but maybe phi. I guess that's apt because of Philadelphia. Okay. Comments section disclaimer. Probably, in my humble opinion, one who might bear the burden of proof. Okay. I'm thinking this is probably an editor. Okay, it's starting to open up for us a little bit here. Failed to notice could definitely be missed, but that makes me nervous having these two eyes next to each other here. Everything will be fine in old Rome. Used extreme caution in old Rome. Signs. Okay, so instead of looking at a sign, it could be the verb. So inks, like you inking a contract. Walked. Bad news for a ski resort could be a mild winter. Okay. So this eye, these two eyes, just making me think Roman numerals, because, they keep talking old Rome. It may be too early to start looking at that, but pointillism marks, okay, dots. That was good. Yeah, Big Sur. What we might escape by in old Rome. Home of the first Dole plantation. Well, that's Oahu. Seen it with my own eyes. Common ingredient in cereal bars. Yeah, oats. Okay. Though, ingredient. And it would be like an oat, but you got oats. I guess those wouldn't necessarily be ingredients. I don't know. It's kind of... I don't know. Okay. All right, let's see what we got here. Escape by an old Rome. I just don't know. Let's see. Collectible doll. A piece of work. Work before coffee or Catholic. Maybe Irish. Cabal. Scottish form of John is Ian. So sometimes you want to work in a corner or in a section, but you really got to see if there's something you know. What do I know in here? All-Star Ming, NBA All-Star Ming, and that's Yao Ming. And Cabal is a ring, and I can't think of anything else it would be with that eye there, and everything will be fine in all rooms. Like, this is like a don't worry with these two eyes. Please, Dad, please. Can I? Okay, let's see what we got. Let's see, where F comes before E. Well, I guess it could be your car, like as in your fuel gauge. We can put that in there, but I don't feel great about it. First thing typed in a new tab, perhaps, maybe the URL. And so what do we got here? We've got pigeon dish, not squab. I had that at an officer's mess once. It was very interesting. Very good, as a matter of fact. Fried sugar-covered pastry. These are churros, right? So churro. Unrefined is definitely crude. Mitchell and, was that Neo's sports apparel? I don't know. I kind of get dedicated. I have 30 pair of Ray-Ban Wayfarers, just different colors and stuff. And I just kind of set my thing. I like that. I'm loyal to Ray-Ban for eyewear. I'm loyal to Burberry for accessories and luggage and stuff. I'm loyal to Adidas when it comes to wearing joggers, right? So I don't I'm not all that open to new things for some reason. I guess I'm just getting old. That sounds awful, doesn't it? I should purposely go out and buy something from Nike now. Okay, fishing basket, I think, is a creel. And lines up, okay, with cues. The British are very good at that, I've noticed. I don't know who that is. Where a body part where a sock might go. I guess you could sock someone in the chin, and that would make this a Hulu competitor. Yeah, let's go with chin on that, because that's kind of clever, right? Is it Mitchell and Ness? Because do you squat, idle? And then walked eggshells. Okay, I don't know. This has really got me. Everything will be fine in old Rome. I mean, I think just don't worry about it, right? So let's just put it in there and see what we get. I don't know what else to do. Where the U.S.'s first transcontinental railroad was completed. It looks like this is going to be Utah. And similar to UPC code is a SKU code. Remember those things? Okay. Wow. Eartha Kitt. Twice in a week, she's made it in here. Good Lord. Didn't she say something like, come see me sometime, big boy, or whatever? I don't. Beta, definitely beta. That's what I think that is. Uber Eats and higher than usual penalties. Maybe steep fines. Well, I don't sound too confident today at all, do I? I mean, this is really kind of like, surname in the 1946 Western, My Darling Clementine, and I think the Earp family is involved with this. Scotland's Firth of Tay. What we might escape by an old Rome, the skin of our teeth. There's definitely skin there, maybe. Cupid doll. Okay. Kind of had that in my head a while ago. Result of a failed field sobriety test for sure. It's like you're getting yourself slapped with a DUI. Or in this case, a DWI. And I don't honestly think I know what the difference is. I mean, if you're under the influence, aren't you intoxicated? I mean, it sure seems like that here in Germany. Boy, don't even have a glass of wine and go driving here. Just do not do it. No on a vegan diet would be dairy. Features of overalls, maybe straps. Seems like they should have a different name, though, doesn't it? Straps, seems like they should have something, like braces or something, I don't. Hoot and a half, probably a riot, why not? American Idol judge alongside Luke and Lionel. I think that's Katie. Love note acronym. Sealed with a kiss. Swack. I used to get notes from girls like in 5th and 6th grade, and it always said swack on I had no idea what it meant. I thought it was maybe a nickname or something. I didn't know, really, for forever. And I'm not going to ask because you got to be cool, right? Like, you got to know without knowing. Rating for Robot Chicken and Archer. Luigi's Love. Well, in Italy, that would be Amore. And I think that is Katie there. So it looks like it's going to be TVMA, but this WV, and again, now we've got an 8. You know what? Obviously, I'm going to have to deal with these Roman numerals at some point here. Lead into mania. Well, what the hell? Let's just throw ego in there. German direction. Okay. Ost. Ost is German for east. If you didn't know. Nashville landmark. Familiarly? Well, I think we were talking about the Opry now. But I could be wrong. Dunkable treats. Looks like Oreos. When I would have an Oreo on occasion when I was younger, much younger, I don't think I ever dunked them in anything. First of all, I didn't drink milk. It's just gross, I didn't like milk. Not answer a question directly as a politician might. Dunking obstacle. See, I think this is a pivot, but they're not trying to look for rim here, because if you're going to dunk something, you have to go through the rim. Would that really be the obstacle when it's the target? Or I guess the target's the space inside the rim, right? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I think it is. I think that's vermin, and then so I've got to figure out what this 4 is. Okay, so if I have a W and then an 8, weigh 8. So weigh the evidence. Oh, okay, I get it now. So you take the sound of 8, VII, and then you take the letters, right? So weigh, EIGH, and then T for the end. So 8, weigh the evidence. Wow. Okay, I don't know. Wow, that's good. I wish I had thought of that earlier. It would have made this slightly a bit easier than just having to do the downs. Okay, so the skin, and then I have a 4. So the F is the I, and then the V is OUR, the skin of our teeth. And then we had a 2 here, so don't, and then WO for 2. TWO, don't worry about it. Okay, walked, ONE, on eggshells. Okay, got it. All right, that's clever. That's very clever. I'm sure I'm missing something else to this, but that's pretty clever. Minor prevarication. Oh, just a little fib. Just a little fib. Instead of prevaricating, why don't you focus on the truth for a change, sir? Like the smell of a pub. Oh, no. Please don't tell me this is going to be beery. Oh, it sure looks that way, because we got a vine here for poison ivy. South American pioneers of terrace farming. I think these are Incas. And I think it's beery, and that's just so inelegant. Oh, that's just gross. I don't like it. Always ready to order. Artist touch-up, maybe a dab. Rack up win after win, go on a tear. Oh, okay. Yeah, and then I guess this would be veto for Nixon Nix, but always ready to order, could be bossy. I don't know. How do we do, Bob? Hey. Not terrible. All right. I was a little bit hinky in here trying to get around some of the grid, but on the whole, it was a pretty clever and fun puzzle. So, yesterday's mini too, by the way, with the zebra and horse, the Zorse thing. I thought that was clever too. It's like almost like a Ligon or something, or a Liger, I think they call it. Napoleon Dynamite was drawing one. I don't know. But I'm so glad that you could be here today. This was a very interesting puzzle. I'd like to know if you had any issues with it, because it wasn't like I was just going to run through this thing, right? It wasn't like I was just going to just tear it up. But yeah, it was a good puzzle. I appreciate it. And I'm so glad that y'all are all here. Look, be well to each other. Be kind to your friends, your neighbors, to your enemies, to the guy on the highway. Pick up the tab for the person who ordered behind you in the drive-thru, whatever you got to do. It feels good, so do it for selfish reasons. Just be nice. And we'll see you tomorrow for the grid. Take care. Be well.